Buenos adobos, everyone. Welcome to El Nido here in Palawan, the Philippines. Just briefly, I'm going to show you where I'm staying here at a king's place. As you can see, it's all lush and green, and it is right by the ocean, although the tide is out quite a bit right now, so you can't see the water too much except for right in the middle of the screen. Got some tables over there. They have scooters for rent, which I probably won't bother doing, but anyhow, just take this through here to the main desk. Little seating areas, water, fridge full of, I presume, beer and water and stuff. And then you got your rooms over here. I'm actually upstairs. I'll show you my room later, but there's the famous tours ABCD. Unfortunately canceled today, but I highly doubt there's going to be any tours tomorrow because it's probably going to be even worse. So time to go look for some lunch. See the limestone cliffs all around there. Got a little tiny store right here too. A whole bunch of boats. And I'm kind of last night was actually nice and quiet, so I was pleasantly surprised about that. So I'm going to stay here more nights. But let's take a wander around and get to know the lay of the land. That's how the place where I'm staying is spelled, down this alley here, so it's a little tricky to find. Anyway, this is not the touristy street here. This is kind of locals working kind of a dealio here. But look at the beautiful cliffs up there. This is what El Nido in this area, including Coron Island, is very famous for. Some call it the most beautiful island on the planet, and it could be right. I'm on one of the main streets here. It's getting to be a little bit suspect that maybe there were tourists today because there doesn't seem like there's a ton of people out, but yet just went into one of the travel agencies and they did confirm there was no tourists today. But I want to show you the beautiful cliffs right up here. Just kind of curious to know what's down here along this walkway. Maybe nothing. Kind of looks like just some regular homes. And as I commented yesterday, you can have your little tiny homes right next to nice modern places where the guests can stay. Oh, did I hit a dead end here? Yeah, I kind of hit a dead end, so I'm going to head back. Okay, that's why a lot of people are walking down here. There's a canopy walk. So I'm not quite sure what that is. Okay, it's a hanging bridge. Could be something to do. I don't really know much about the canopy walk, so I'll have to figure that one out. This looks rather bizarre but interesting. Dream catcher, looks like a big spider web thing. We have some Thai food here, pad Thai. That might be alright, something different. If the price is right. So I'm sure some of you want to see the main touristy areas so you know what you're getting into coming here, but as you know, I like to show off the beaten path spots as well. Tons and tons of tourist agencies. Don't really know where I'm going, but I think I came this way yesterday on the trike. Definitely concerns me that if they're not having any of the tours on a pretty calm day where it's not even raining today, they're not even having the tours on a day like this, and with the huge Typhoon on its way, what are the chances that I'm going to be able to do any of the tours? So, just going to have to hope that once the typhoon is past, we're just going to have the outer fringes of it here, and it's not going to be too affected. And then on my last 4 days, I'll hope that I can rattle off all the tours that I want to do. That's the best I can hope for. I'm now on the main road. Lots of touristy shops selling the usual things, dry bags and handbags and all kinds of things. Purses, knickknacks, all along here. Yeah, these shops just go on and on here. I'm hoping that not too far around that corner I'll be able to get a glimpse of the next beach and rock formation area. So if I would have been more confident about where I was going after I got off the Cherry bus yesterday, that's the station right there. I could have easily actually walked to a King's Place. So now that I know this, I will probably just walk to the terminal when it's time to go. So we got a little church right here that I remember seeing on the road in. Don't know if there's anything special about it, but I'm gonna keep walking. Definitely getting hungry. Kind of amazing they have a double lane highway in much of this area. Oh, might have to explore thereafter. They've been making big piles of debris from Typhoon Tino, but they've obviously done a lot of work to clean it up pretty quickly. Just can't get enough of this rock formation. This is what you see when you first get here. Just taking a little detour off the road for a moment, checking out what they have down here. Some kind of a little market. Fruits and veggies, it appears. It's a farmer's market. Oh, okay. This is yeah, it's a market. It's cool. Take a quick wander in. I think this is probably the meat and fish area here. Yeah, you can certainly smell it. So I think I'll go through the fruit and veggie area. It smells better. Oh, little kitty just got stomped on there. So this is probably the kind of place that you want to come for better prices, I'd imagine. And I'd buy some fruit here, but I don't want to be carrying a bunch of it around on my little journey. Usual veggies and things. Yeah, I might have to stop here on my way back. Pick up some things. Hopefully I can find somewhere for lunch. Maybe they have some food here that's semi-edible. The hamburgers there. What do we have here? More fruits and veggies. A bunch of t-shirts over in that section there. Yeah, not so much. Hello, hello. I don't know if you could hear his giggle. It's pretty funny. Yes. Onward ho, back to the highway. This side road looks kind of interesting. Let's see what we can find. Hello. quiet so far. A bunch of little shops. Obviously no tourists. Tours. Yeah. Must be hard to make a living when you have a shop that's off the beaten path like this. Or another tourist shop. I'm just hoping to... I think there's a marina down here. So I'm just hoping to get an interesting view. What do we have going on here? Oh, generator? Oh, we got a nice little pier to walk on. That's fun. Should be able to get a decent view from here.
Go! Go!
Yeah, the tide's quite a ways out. But there, I'm going to zoom in quickly here. That'll give you an idea for some of the other beautiful rock formations that they have on this side. But it looks like I'd have to walk a long way to get a closer up view. And I've probably already made the mistake of not eating before I did this little adventure excursion. Hello. So, take a few photos here. This could be a decent photo spot. Definitely have to check out that area over there at some point though. Maybe it'll be part of a tour, I don't know. Kind of looks like they're still working on building this walkway. It's nice though. Glad I came down this way now. Sounds like some kind of a commotion or festival maybe. It's going on out by the main street. Gonna hustle back up to the main street. Sounds like music. I forgot it's Sunday. It's a worship sing along. Sure like to crank it up down here. Actually sounds pretty good though, singing. Definitely all live. Whenever I see a group of people, I wonder if there's somewhere good to eat. Something's going on. I'm willing to bet that people are lining up to get rice because they know that there might not be any food around for a few days in a short amount of time. Looks like it'd be fun to explore up here. Let's do it. Or is this the end of the road here? Again, just the regular folks.
From the Typhoon.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But are people thinking that it'll be hard to get food over the next 3 days and stocking
like
up a little bit? Yeah.
That's the help of the government
Oh, okay.
for the victim of Typhoon.
The first one,
Yeah.
Tino? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You're a vlogger, sir?
Yeah.
Picture.
Yeah, sure. Whoa. I'm getting out of the way here. It's a tug of war to pull down this tree right here, which is necessary to do so it doesn't come down in an uncontrolled way. Looks like it's being a lot more stubborn than they expected. Maybe I should help them. Anyway. Okay, one more try. You can do it. We're getting closer. I don't know if I like that direction it's going so close to their house. Now everybody's going to get involved and give their 2 cents worth, which is the best plan of action here.
Just a lot of rain only.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Yeah.
The strong wind will be hit on the upper
Towards
north
Manila.
of the Luzon.
Yeah. We got the machete out now. When in doubt, get the machete out. Oh, there goes pieces of it. You can't get it all in one fell swoop. Get it in pieces. Yeah, so down here they're getting provisions from the government, I believe, after the disaster relief. Tough times for some people. Nice murals along here. Of course, the giant turtles are kind of famous. I had the option of doing that when I was in Wabwal until the typhoon. But I mean, I can't complain. I'm safe. I didn't lose everything. I didn't lose my home, so I'm not complaining at all. That some of my tours were canceled and everything. It's compared to what some people have gone through. That's literally nothing. I found a little place serving local food. I think I'll eat here. Thank you. Really? Only 2 pieces? Wow. Well, if I had known I was only going to get 2 tiny little semi-cold sausages and a big thing of rice, I wouldn't have eaten there, but oh well. At least get something in my belly, but nothing substantial or terribly healthy. Debris. I should have asked that guy that was trying to pull down the tree what it was like for them when they went through the typhoon. I must be near something significant because there's a zillion trikes along here. More little restaurants. So at this point I've walked about 40 minutes. Okay, that's a beach place. So I'm kind of determined to find one more good viewpoint, but it's seemingly not easy to come by. This looks like it might take me somewhere. Jewelry store. This is a lot cleaner and everything, so it's a little more, not gonna use the word high end, but definitely not as run down. Yoga and massage treats. Ooh, they have kombucha tea. I might have to look in on that. Try their version of kombucha down here. I think we're going to have success down this way and make it to the beach.
Hello, sir. Brunch
Hello.
po.
We've got good looking hamburgers here. Like that place was pretty popular. Okay, this is a hotel down here. Now I wish I would have held off on eating. Well, this is unique. Christmas tree made out of bottles. Very inventive. Pizza, salads, and more. Yep, maybe I should have held off a little bit. Oh well. Let's see what we have down here. Definitely getting a little windy down here. Another little place for cocktails, etc. Alright, well, we made it to the beach. I'm guessing these are mostly accommodations. Where I was before was right along the dock, right along there. Definitely getting a little windy. But you can see all the islands dotting the ocean line over there. No doubt part of one of the tours if I ever get to go on one. This will be my turnaround spot. I still have a long way to go if I was to try and walk to those rock formations over there. Another day perhaps after the great typhoon hits. You can see the bottles that they're making the kombucha right in here, right there. I think that's probably them there. Now I just have to wait for somebody to eventually come out. Well, I was there for a couple minutes just staying there twiddling my thumbs and nobody came. But I did see the price of the kombucha and it was $2.50 for a bottle. And it usually is expensive. That's about close to $6. So to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't spend $6 on a little bottle of kombucha tea anyways. So it doesn't matter. They didn't show up and answer any questions. Little change in plans. I was going to go to that market that I told you about, but that food that I ate went right through me. And I've been hoofing it back to the place where I'm staying, but I wouldn't have made it. Thank goodness the Cherry bus station was there. They had a disgusting I won't even describe it. Let's just say that I was able to get some relief. Fortunately, I don't feel like I have food poisoning. It just went right through me, so here's hoping I'm going to head back to the hotel for a bit just to make sure that the worst is over. That was sure good timing. I literally got inside my door and it started raining harder. Anyway, it's a bit of a mess, but might as well show you my room. Double bed is reasonably comfortable. Again, more comfortable than most of the beds. There's some more light in here. There is a fan, but there is also an AC, which I had on last night. It wasn't so loud that it was bothersome. Always doing laundry, so this is how you do it on the road when you do it your own. Do it yourself, that is. And then the bathroom. Western style toilet with a seat, thank God. Sink. And then the shower, and that's the thing that heats the water. And as you can see, there's no enclosure, which is typical. There's only one place that I've stayed at so far that has had the enclosure, but no biggie. This one doesn't seem to get the entire bathroom floor wet. And then there's the other part of my view over that way there. Ocean is right along there. So I'm content here. 25 Canadian dollars a night, that's about 17 US. Alright, so I was just investigating the canopy walk. It's 430 pesos. Doesn't last that terribly long. I think it's about half an hour or something, the guy was saying. And 430 pesos is about $10.50 thereabouts Canadian, 7 US. Not too bad. I think I'll hold out until tomorrow and see what's going on. Not a lot of murals around El Nido, but there's one. I think this might be the City Hall or something. Got a nice little indoor stadium here, as they tend to do in Colombia as well. I like that. play rain or shine. Just a bunch of clothing stalls along here. So even though I have my windjammer foamy thing on my camera, I'm sure you can start to hear the wind. It's blowing a lot harder up here. Well, that's kind of cool. Food truck. Not quite as bright as the Partridge Family's truck, but I like it. Happiness Restaurant. It's kind of interesting. Happiness Tours. Now I have to be honest with you, pretty hesitant to book any tours at the moment, unless I do as a trusted agent, because I kind of think that the next 3 days could be really shitty weather, and then the question would be, are they going to return the money if you give them the money up front? All kinds of funky and interesting places along this one. Knocking on Heaven's Door. That's original. What do they have here? Mains. Spaghetti. Holy moly, that's expensive. Don't even look at it. So these guys are going around with their truck. Part of the cleanup crew. That'd be hard work in this humid climate. That says Town Square Heritage District. I'll have to check that out. I'm going to go up here first. Trying to go in the opposite direction that I did this morning. Well, that's one question answered. I was wondering if there was a gym, because I was thinking if it's going to suck outside and the gym stays open, that might be something worthwhile to do. So I'm now down in the so-called Heritage District. Not sure why they're calling it that really, but it is nice and clean down here, and I do like the buildings, but I don't know how heritage they are. So this is the restaurants and bars that are right down by the ocean. So again, I'm sure they're a little bit expensive. This is a cool spot. I like that. Always a sucker for a tree house. And then right here's the beach. Check out the beach. Pretty windy. Kind of doubt that there's going to be a... Speaking of that, people will drive right inches away from you, and they'll stop in front of you and cut you off, but it's just the way it is. So if you get mad about it, you're wasting your happy time. Zoom in over there. Yeah, it's even more cloudy than it was yesterday, so if there's a nice sunset tonight, it's going to be even more miraculous than last time. I just hit a corner where the wind is nice and calm, so definitely a nice viewpoint from over here. I can see around the corner of this big island. There's another island over there, so hopefully I'll get a view of that. Yeah, this is really nice. And in case you're wondering, well, it's going to be a little bit windy, but what I can do, the temperature is actually fairly pleasant right now. It feels like about, I don't know, 25 Celsius. This is what you see when you go around the corner. And then it becomes a little more lush and green with the flooded area over there. Doesn't seem like anything's open along here. I think that a lot of things got damaged along here. is this one of the, oh, okay. I shouldn't laugh, but the reason why it's so quiet is because this is one of the graveyards. So no wonder it's quiet. Look at all the debris along here. I guess if one's gonna get buried, this would be a pretty good spot, right by the ocean. Coming through a little village. Not much going on here though. Girls playing basketball. Hello, how are you? And it seems like a little village. I'm guessing this goes for quite a while, but I think we've got to turn around here. It's turning into a resort area. There's nothing interesting about looking at that. Where I'm staying is basically right in the middle of the stream there. So yeah, once I'm done with this Asia trip, I will not care if I ever see another trike or tuk-tuk ever again. So I'm looking for a place to eat, and I'm seeing some food that would interest me, like tacos. I haven't had in a while, but most of these things are just a little too out of the budget, so I think I'm just gonna go back to the old place that I went to yesterday for another double burger, which is a reasonable price. Like just over a street there on the busy area, they had burgers, but they're like pretty much triple the price, so stick with the good prices. Just had me some dinner, went to the same place I went to yesterday. If I find a good place, it's cheap, I'll keep going there. Now I'm just looking for a market that has some fruit that I can buy, and then that's gonna probably be a wrap for tonight. Now, I can't remember for sure, but hoping that one of these along here will have some fruit. I know it's mostly souvenirs, but I definitely do not want to walk to that market again. It's a little bit too far. Maybe I should go have the pork and rice again. That'll clear everything out. Crazy wild children running amok here in El Nido. Still no fruit market. Gotta be something. Come on. The only reason I'm actually walking back this way, there's the cherry bus that saved me, the bathroom, is because there's little fruit markets right by where I'm staying, but I'm kind of doubting that they just don't look like they're going to speak much English, so I didn't think I was going to have to walk this far. Give it a little bit, another block. That looked interesting. Looked like they were making gyros or gyros or however you like to pronounce it. And now I'm afraid to eat the food along these little stalls. I'm trying to remember if this is the little alleyway that I walked down before to get to the water. But if not, I'm gonna check it out. ride their motorcycles wherever they want. It's like in Colombia. There's no rules. Is this the same place? I don't think so. Do not think so. I think I'm coming to a dead end up here. Yeah, dead end.
Wait, sir.
Hello.
No exchange.
No access to ocean.
No road.
Okay.
I'm going there.
All right. I try again. Bye-bye.
Hindi ko na siya mo.
Well, that looks kind of fun. Making my way back into town. Couldn't find my fruit shop, so I guess I'm gonna have to see what happens with the locals in my hood. Man, they get around on those things pretty good.
Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. Oh!
Is this the hit the bottle game?
Yeah, bottle game.
All right. Who's the best? Oh, there we go. That guy's good. This guy's spastic. See, that's the kind of thing that when I was a kid, I would have done. You know, you just have something basic like your shoe and a bottle, and you do something like that. Looks like a nice place up there. Not nowadays. Again, in contrast to the tiny homes, you got what look like very nice condos right there. And I wouldn't be surprised as well if our world doesn't go down the way that it appears to be going. If this whole area is, they tear down all the tiny homes and eventually it's all nice condos and just some kind of a place for the rich. Who knows? We'll see. One more last look at the main drag here. And I'm going to turn left into my hood. This way, where it's all dark. Dark and scary. They had bananas there, but they look way too ripe for my liking.
Surprise lang tayo. Sigurado kang may laruan doon. Wala lang mo kayo. Hindi kasi lutuan ko kasi.
Hello.
Wala kasi kaya tapos hindi ko na siya Kuya? Wala na pati niya.
Seem to be getting ignored at that one. Although it looked like they might have had some slightly green bananas, which is what I want. If I'm going to be snubbed, then I will move on. Not a lot of choices past here, I don't think. Busy little place here. What is that stuff there? It looks very potent. Bananas. No banana.
Dito.
No banana, no. Maybe down here. Banana. Do you want banana? Maybe? Pretty ripe. Seems like they're all quite happy to ignore me. Hope that I go away. I'm running out of options though. Looks like I'm out of luck and it's starting to rain again. One more spot that I can think of where I can go, but if it's gonna start pouring rain, forget about it. Starting to pour with rain now, so I'm heading back. Everybody's scrambling for their homes, scrambling for cover. I'm gonna do the same thing. It's time to sign off, so thanks for watching. Until next time.